Hi everybody, I'm Alicia.
I'm Michael.
And we're the Gons. Today we are going to check out the top 10 discontinued snacks Americans miss the most. As Americans, we'll let you know if we've had these snacks and if we miss them.
That girl in the green shirt staring at the camera.
She is, definitely. You had the same haircut as that boy in the yellow shirt who was facing away from the camera.
I literally did.
Yeah.
I had that little mullet, almost rat tail.
Yep.
Yep.
That's the haircut that you had when you were a child.
Yep. Let's get into it.
All right.
Bet that snack pack's pretty good.
Food companies love plain
Snack pack.
but often these end in fails.
Oh,
There
goodness.
are also times where companies create a hit and still
Do you
discontinue
remember
the
those?
product. But why?
I don't. I've also despise Cheetos, though.
I remember those, and I had those, and I remember the wasabi peas, and I thought they were really good. I haven't thought about those in forever.
Yeah, there's something about from the time I was a little kid. Crunchy Cheetos. The smell of crunchy Cheetos makes me literally want to throw up, almost uncontrollably. So, no, I would not have gone anywhere near those.
That's true. You wouldn't have gotten near those.
Here are the top 10 discontinued snacks Americans miss the most. Philadelphia
Goodness.
cheesecake snack bars.
Did you ever have those?
I don't think so.
I've never had a Philadelphia cheesecake snack bar.
No, I know I've seen them before. I don't think I've ever actually had one.
I mean, I want one.
Yeah, they could be good. They could be really
Too sweet?
Well, I was wondering. I've had cheesecake things that are kind of gummy because they're not fresh and they're processed.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I worry
that's
about
true.
it being like that.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
If it's that texture, no. But if it's good cheesecake, we had a cheesecake from Costco tonight.
Yeah.
At a party, and it was so good. If it was that texture,
Yeah.
I'd be all about
Cheesecake's one of our favorite desserts, hands
Yeah.
down. So if it's a good cheesecake, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you've had any of these snacks or your thoughts on any of these snacks, or if there's other snacks that you think should have been on this list, let us know in the comments. Really curious
Absolutely.
about this.
Philadelphia cheesecake snack bars are the subject of mouth-watering memories from people far and wide. Described as delicious dessert bars that made you feel as if you died and gone to heaven, there's much demand to bring back
Those do look
these
pretty good, though.
divine
They do look
treats.
good.
Seriously, if you look at the comments of any of Philadelphia's social media posts, there's a desperate outcry for
Oh,
the return
goodness.
of these snack bars.
Please give them to me or I will take them.
The one thing that seemingly everyone can agree on is just how tasty these were, and that they would love to taste them again. Considering how
Nice.
popular these seem to have been, many
Strawberry
people wonder
cheesecake, huh?
why they were
That
discontinued
sounds
in
so
the first
good. It
place.
does. I love strawberry
If you're
cheesecake.
craving one of these,
It's making
don't
me want
worry,
more
because
cheesecake now.
Fiber One makes something very similar, just a little flatter. It probably can't compare
Interesting.
to the
Yeah.
original, but
I don't know if I'd go for
desperate
Fiber
times
One
call for
over
desperate
Philadelphia
measures.
cheesecake.
Yeah.
To satisfy that craving. Oreo
Skeptical.
Cakesters.
The way to eat an Oreo
Oh.
is to twist it, pull it apart.
Have these made a comeback?
I feel like these are a thing again.
Yeah.
Are they not a thing again?
Because I was feeling like I've actually had one of these somewhat recently.
Didn't we have one of these recently and we thought it was disgusting?
Yeah.
A cookie on an Oreo is crunchy and really good, but this was terrible, low quality, almost chemical tasting cake.
It tasted like something that would be like a Little Debbie type.
Right. It was really, really processed cake with a little bit of not, and that's the other thing. The cream in the middle was not like the cream on
Yeah,
a real
it was-
Oreo.
Yeah, it was almost marshmallowy or something. I don't remember.
It was much softer and
Yeah.
not as good as the center of an actual Oreo. So to me, when I had this, it was just disappointment in a package. And we did have them recently. I was like, I
wonder if
don't
it's
need
the
to
same
ever eat
thing
this
or
again.
if it's something different, similar.
If they brought them back and they're not as good,
Yeah, that could be.
I don't know, because the ones that we had were terrible, and
Yeah.
I would never eat them again.
Whenever we had something like this, Oreo was not good.
It was not good.
Pat and lick it.
If you grew up in the early 2000s, you probably remember Oreo Cakesters. These closely resembled America's favorite cookie.
I don't know, I'd say I
except these
grew up
were
in the early
soft,
2000s.
bite-sized
No.
cakes. They came in a variety
finishing
of
high school in the
classic
early
flavors,
2000s.
double
Yeah,
stuffed,
same.
chocolate,
Oh my
golden
gosh.
Oreos,
I love
and
golden
even
Oreos.
peanut butter,
Real
much
golden
to the
Oreos.
chagrin of lifelong
I don't think I've
fans.
ever had a
These
golden
cakes
Oreo.
were
Oh, they're
discontinued
so
in
good.
2012. In Japan, there's an Oreo soft cookie,
I'm also
which is similar to
not
our
a
beloved Cakesters,
huge, like,
but then again,
artificial
only
chocolate fan.
available in East Asia.
Yeah, I'm
There's
not
still a lot of
either.
questions surrounding why these were taken off of shelves, and though fans have reached out to Nabisco, they haven't been able to get a solid response.
Look at me!
The only thing
Oh,
we know for
goodness.
sure is that,
That was
these
The
have
edits on
been
these are
taken
great.
off the
I
shelves,
love it.
possibly for good.
Was this Watch
However,
Mojo?
If you're craving
Yeah,
this is
Oreo
Watch
Mojo.
Cakesters
They're
or
amazing.
just want to try them out, the good news is that there are recipes online that tell you exactly
Yeah,
how to
no.
make them.
No, thanks.
People love
No.
these so much that they just had to DIY them in their
She's talking
home
about this one
kitchens.
for a really
If
long
that amount
time.
of
Yeah, she is.
dedication from fans isn't enough
They're
for
not
Nabisco to
good.
bring back these
if it's the
cakey
same thing.
Oreos,
Yeah, if it's
the
then
same-
just may
I am
have
curious.
seen
I don't
the
know when this
last
video
of
actually came
Oreo
out, so.
Cakesters
Yeah.
After all, Nestle Bug Pops.
I plan to pretend
Nope.
there's a bug in my food and get the meal for free.
Ew.
Here's a bunch of things that all 90 kids loved, all
Okay,
combined
so
into
speaking of bugs and food, do you remember that one time in Portland that we went to, was it a Nigerian food restaurant?
Oh my gosh. It was Ethiopian.
Ethiopian. Okay, it was Ethiopian food.
Yes.
And Michael ordered an Italian soda.
Yep.
And-
strawberry Italian soda or something like that.
Something like that. And it came out and there were so many ants in this drink.
Covered.
It was
all over it.
so disgusting, like floating all through it. It was so disgusting. And we told the owner about it because the owner was the one that was like walking around. And he just laughed and was like, ah, ha, ha, extra protein. And we're like, no.
And
Like,
he didn't take it away at first either. Like he was
No.
gonna leave it there.
yeah, like he just
Like,
seemed like
he
he
thought
was
I was
cool
gonna
with
drink
it.
it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's no big deal.
Sent it back.
That's
I sent it back and got a Sprite instead.
yeah.
So yeah, the ants had gotten into the syrup bottles that he
right.
used.
This is giving like reminding me of that, and
Right.
like that was like hard pass, not okay. I don't know about this one.
I don't know.
I've also never had this one before.
Either have I, and which is funny because it was Lion King themed, which is definitely in the era where
Right.
like childhood era, because
Um,
would have been what 10 or something when Lion King came out, like mid 90s, right? Isn't it like 94 or something?
I think so. I mean, I would have been younger because I'm, younger than you. I wouldn't have been 10. Anyways, yeah, I'm wondering if my mom was just like, no.
Yeah, we didn't do a ton of like candy stuff in our house either.
Right.
So,
Yeah, we didn't do a lot of junk.
yeah.
1. Popsicles, fun-shaped gummies, and the Lion King. Nestle's Bug Pops were popsicles
definitely never had
that
'em.
had tiny little bug
Magic card
gummies
inside.
of them. And those Lion King rascals, Timon and Pumbaa,
Slimy
featured
yet
on the
satisfying.
packaging. While Nestle's
Oh.
Cool Creations line had many a Disney-themed
Oh, there was-
snack item, this one was
Oh.
probably the most fun.
I didn't have any of those.
I didn't either.
Probably because it was a little bit gross. They even came with Lion King themed cards inside. This frozen treat was unfortunately discontinued, but there are many fond memories from fans online begging for Nestle to give these icy pops one more chance.
Give me one more chance, and I pledge to place above you nothing, not even myself.
Nestle has made no comment on this outcry from fans,
goodness.
so it looks like Timon and Pumbaa are just going
Pumbaa?
to have to stay
Pumbaa?
a distant memory of
Pumbaa.
the past. Kellogg's Yogos.
You're gonna dip it in yogurt, cover it with chocolate buttons.
Hey, love, actually.
Yogos were small, circular, multicolored fruit snacks with a yogurt
I
shell,
know
and they
friends had
quickly garnered
these.
a good
I feel
reputation.
like I
They were a popular
tried
snack when
a
introduced in
couple that a friend
2005,
had, but I
were
don't have a
unfortunately
memory of it.
discontinued only 5 years later, coming in a
When did it come out?
Did it say it came out? Let's see.
garnered a good reputation. They were a popular snack when introduced in 2005.
Oh, no.
but
No.
were unfortunately
Okay, then no, I don't know what I'm
discontinued
thinking
only
of
5 years
because I
later,
graduated high
coming
school in
a wide
2005.
variety
Yeah.
of brightly
Not to
colored
age myself or
packages.
anything.
These went through
Um,
several Pokemon
no, so I
like
wouldn't have tried
evolutions
those.
before they were
Yeah, definitely not.
No,
So I would have been done with high school 2
Yeah.
years at that point.
I
so,
wouldn't have eaten that. I
No,
wonder what I was thinking of.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I mean, there's been so many variations, little like yogurt stuff
Yeah.
and yogurt covered things and all that. So
Yeah.
retired for good. The original Yogos evolved into Yogo's Bits and then into Yogo's Sour Bits before
I know I've definitely
disappearing off
seen
the face of
them.
the planet.
Yep.
They were
Yogo, so sour yogurt.
I'm like thinking that over in the back of my head, and I mean, to me, sour yogurt sounds like it's
gone bad.
spoiled
I
and
know.
it's gone bad, and that just sounds so disgusting.
Yeah, even if you like add citrus to yogurt, well, I guess it's already curdled, but like if you add it to dairy, it curdles it. And
Yeah.
I imagine like a buttermilk taste.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get behind sour yogurt.
No, that's not for me.
However,
No.
there is speculation that the
They
real
discontinued
reason
for
these
health
were
reasons?
discontinued by Kellogg's
Is that what
is
she
simply
said?
because these yogurt balls were too expensive to make,
Oh, everything's too damn expensive these days.
and that the
Truth.
yogurt in the product had a higher risk of spoilage and therefore
Hmm.
a higher risk of lost profit. In any case, it's evident that these snacks weren't discontinued because they were unpopular. We hope that
Hmm.
one day Kellogg's will hear the cries and bring back Yogos for good. Cheetos Cheesy Checkers.
Scientific conclusion?
Nope.
I definitely had these.
Nope.
Cheetos Cheesy Checkers are only one of many beloved Cheetos products to go out of style. Wrapped up in an orange
I did
and purple
like those.
bag, launched in
can't.
1995,
I
but
could do-
gone by
Well, launched in '95. That would have been, yeah. I can do Cheeto plain the puffs.
Yeah.
That's it. Anything else for Cheetos? Oh God, I can't.
Never
Can't even
met
do
a
the smell.
Cheeto I didn't like.
1998. Nostalgia for these waffle-shaped Cheetos can be found on Reddit and bodybuilding forums alike.
Bodybuilding forums?
Weird.
That seems so out of
An ad
place.
released
Yeah.
in the 1990s, Chester Cheetah, dressed in his typical sunglasses plus a cowboy hat, is sitting on a shelf, about to munch on one of these cheesy checkers when a
I don't
robot
remember that
holding
ad.
a captive
No.
doll approaches. A cheesy checker flies into the air in slow motion, disabling the robot. Chester Cheetah gets the girl, and also the snack. Well, we do love us a good Western-themed commercial, so if Cheetos ever decides to put these back on the shelves, we know that we'll
Those
be
were good.
grabbing some to try.
They were fun to
3D
eat.
Doritos.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely yes.
Definitely had those.
Loved 3D Doritos. The
I will-
crunch of them is so. It's like a bugle.
Yeah.
Bugle chips.
Yes,
Oh, I
that's
love
what
those.
I was gonna say. I will say they remind me of Bugles.
Yep.
I think you can still get Bugles.
Yeah, Bugles is definitely still around.
The flavors were different though.
Yeah,
and the flavors
yeah,
these
I mean,
were
yeah.
Doritos.
Cool Ranch all the way.
Yep.
But yeah, the little puff. Oh man,
Yeah.
they were so good.
Doritos.
I didn't realize they didn't make those anymore. I haven't looked
These
for them.
were the Doritos 2.0 that fans were craving. These came with the same nacho cheese flavor that
Oh,
we
goodness.
love, but the
That is
3D
not okay.
cone aspect of the chip was what really brought it to the next level.
Oh,
burst through our ceiling. You're gonna find
no.
another ceiling, and you gotta bust through that one. And you just gotta keep hammering ceilings.
These chips were introduced in 1998, and they were a massive hit.
I
good.
remember this ad.
Yep, I do too.
Nacho cheesier, jalapeno and cheddar, Texas paprika, and zesty ranch. However,
Zesty
while
ranch.
they had a very passionate fan base, it wasn't a huge fan base. These snacks
crazy.
were discontinued in 2004.
I remember that
and
commercial
the
too.
reasoning is still a bit unclear. In 2013,
I
a
loved how
fan
distressed
reached
that
out
man
to
looked.
Frito-Lay asking why exactly 3D Doritos had been discontinued. Frito-Lay responded by stating that while they're
Bread makes you
happy that their
fat.
products have such a dedicated following, not all of them make the favorites list. However, there is some good news. While this snack was discontinued in America, they were being produced and sold in Mexico. Mexico! Road trip, anyone? PB Max Bars.
I don't know that one.
Introduced in 1990, this candy bar
Oh,
was a
1990.
chocolate-coated arrangement of peanut butter and oats on top of a whole grain cookie. This bar was dreamed up by M&M's Mars as competition to Hershey's Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
I want a Reese's, yo.
That doesn't seem like much competition
Peanut
to
butter cup.
Reese's.
Early television commercials for PB Max declared that the PB in its name did not stand for things such as Piggy Bank, Polka Band, Portly Ballerina, or Pink Baboon.
That was
But
their
that it,
marketing?
in fact, stood
Wow.
for peanut butter. Who would have guessed? Filled to the brim with
Yeah, as Americans, that's all PB means.
Yeah, I mean, we literally have PB&J sandwiches, so we know what PB means.
No confusion there.
None.
With peanut butter, these bars were physically intimidating and held considerable heft. That being said, we believe that these
they sound good.
came at a bad time.
Not quite my tempo.
The truth is, even
I'll
though
try 'em.
PB Max bars have a rabid fan following, they faded out of existence in 1994. Why? Well, according to one former Mars executive, the reason wasn't because PB Max wasn't selling well. They made $50 million in sales. The
Wow.
reason you can no longer get your hands on
I don't know if
these
that's a lot for-
delicious peanut butter
Yeah, I guess
squares
that's true.
Candy
is
bar sales.
because the Mars family had a strong dislike for peanut butter. Cheetos Twisted.
That seems weird to me.
Yeah. Well, I am trying to think of Mars bars. I mean, not Mars bars specifically, but other candy bars that are under the Mars M&M like franchise. Like peanut
Yeah.
butter M&Ms are huge though.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't think of any other bars that have peanut butter that are Mars and M&M brand though.
I can't either, but
I also don't know everything that's under the Mars label.
that's true. That's not my forte, my specialty,
Yeah.
my field of knowledge.
Crazy though. Like, but yeah, I mean peanut butter M&Ms.
They don't like peanut butter, so they discontinued a profitable candy line.
Yeah, that seems odd.
Yeah.
Not buying it.
No, I think there's more to
What's
that
the real?
story.
There's a conspiracy here.
There is.
Let us know in the comments what it is.
Twist.
More Cheetos.
Thicker than your average
Oh my
Cheeto
gosh.
Puff and made in a
I had
spiral
those
shape.
too.
Really?
Cheetos Twisted actually lasted for a long time.
I don't remember those
10
ones.
We didn't have a
to
lot
be
of junk
exact.
food, but Cheetos was one thing that like my mom would buy when we
Right.
were like going to Yellowstone National Park or like something like that. Like we could pick like a junky chip, or like if we were going like a road trip or something.
Right. I don't know that I've ever seen these before. So they're the puffs basically, but just giant twisted.
Yeah, giant and twisted.
puffs. I might actually enjoy those ones.
You might.
Except I hate getting stuff in my... I hate my fingers being dirty.
Yeah.
And I'm not one of the people that can lick my fingers off. That's disgusting to me. So I have to have something to wipe my hands off if I'm eating something like that.
Yeah.
So I usually shy away from stuff like Cheetos anyways that leaves residue on my fingers.
Year is it?
Spanning from 2002 to 2012. Surely it was enough time to become the favorite of Cheetos fans
yeah.
all over
10
the
years
world.
they were around.
It's like the more
Yeah.
fun, more creative cousin of your average everyday Cheeto. Their sudden disappearance from shelves sparked some questions, and in 2013, a brave fan reached out to Frito-Lay on their Facebook page.
I sent you a Facebook message yesterday. I still haven't heard anything back.
The company's social media team confirmed that they had, in fact, been discontinued. And
Who
while
dis?
there are multiple petitions begging Frito-Lay to bring these back, the message gave nothing to indicate that these would be coming back anytime soon. R.I.P. Cheetos Twisted, we will always remember the way you'd cover our hands and fingers in orange dust, but also how
That was like your
delicious
nightmare
they
right there.
are on our taste buds. Wonka Peel-a-Pop.
I mean, they do look awkward to eat. Wonka Peel-a-Pop.
I have never heard of this and I had no idea it was even a thing.
Never heard of or seen it either.
Peel the banana. Peel the banana.
Timed with the
I've done that
50th
year.
anniversary
And
of Roald
if it's only banana flavor, then I'm out.
Okay, but also can we just say top 10 discontinued snacks Americans miss the most? There's a good number of these we've never even heard of.
I know.
Dahl's childhood classic Charlie and the
I have
Chocolate
always
Factory,
wanted to
Nestle
go to that
US
room.
released
Yeah.
their
Like, I wish it
second
was a
ice
real
cream
place.
Under the Wonka brand. The Wonka Peel-a-Pop frozen desserts were designed to look like a banana, but contain none of the fruit's health benefits.
Very much potassium.
Ew.
Bueno, Mr. Dan.
They came in two flavors, vanilla banana and vanilla grape. And the most fun part of
Ew.
it was that you could actually peel it. And unlike a real banana, you could even eat the peel. The Peel-a-Pop is said to be a fantabulous treat. There's even instructions
I'm
on
not
how
here
to
for that.
eat it on the back. Bite, peel, enjoy. At 70 calories per pop, these actually weren't
That's
even
not bad.
that unhealthy. And the brand also encourages children to go out and play after eating them.
You want to go outside? Outside?
This was a go-to snack for after-school treats and lunchboxes. While Nestle is aware of these complaints,
Based on the commercials, I'm guessing it's
unfortunately, they've given no
later, when we
indication
were
that
older.
They're going to be
Yeah.
bringing them back anytime soon.
I mean, there's like-
Cream Savers.
Oh my gosh.
They're so good. Okay, however, you can still get these.
I'm not done with the Pillow Pops yet.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
So ignore that. What's on the screen for now?
I'll try.
Hard to do.
I will
These are
try.
Unreal.
Because if
So
you've had
good.
these, you understand.
Oh my gosh, my mouth's just started watering thinking about those.
Yeah.
The other thing with the Pillow Pops, 2 flavors, banana and grape, which are my absolute least favorite of any sweets flavors.
I would not be tempted by those at all.
And also, what was with the peel? It was weird, like gummy, chewy.
It looked so gross.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say, you can still get these.
You can.
Because, like, when I take Torelli to, like, craft stores like Michael's,
Yeah.
they have
the
these
checkout.
in the checkout
I
line.
know, we were looking at them
Yes.
at Michael's.
Yes. We got some, didn't we?
No, we almost got them. Because they have these and they have the... Or no, do they still have the orange cream as well?
Because there was strawberry and there was orange.
Yeah, I thought they had them both there.
I thought they had them both. I thought we got a bag to try of the strawberry to try with her.
I don't remember.
It would have been a few years ago.
Yeah. But yeah.
They're so good.
As far as I know, they do still make these.
Crunchy and creamy.
At every checkout, it was nearly impossible to stop yourself from grabbing
so
a bag
good.
or two of
They're
these
so
yummy candies.
Hard
So
candy that
whatever
actually tastes
happened to
creamy.
them? Well, Cream Savers were created by Nabisco as a spin-off of Lifesavers. They were first introduced in the late 90s and disappeared in the mid-2000s.
Oh, yeah.
Either
Chocolate ones
way,
aren't that
the
good.
Chocolate one.
reasoning
Oh, yeah,
for
I
them
didn't
being
like it as much.
discontinued is a mystery. These were the candies that our grandmothers would give us if we sat still in church.
No.
These were the snacks.
Okay,
Nope.
so my grandpa always had Werther's in his pocket during church. And I remember sitting in church and having Werther's with my grandpa. However, I will say there was a short season where my grandma did have Cream Savers in her
Nice.
purse. So that actually is true for me.
That's funny.
My grandpa always had Werther's, but there was a short time frame where my grandma was like really into the Cream Savers.
Nice.
And that is the main place that I actually had them, was getting them from her, and she had them in her purse.
Nice.
During church
The-
and elsewhere.
Iconic pocket candy that I know of is Werther's and the strawberry candies. The ones that are like actually look like a strawberry in the twist, and they've got the gummy, not gummy, but the goo in the middle.
Yes.
Those
Yeah.
things are so good too.
They are really good too.
We would look forward to eating every Christmas. In other words, they played an important part of many childhoods. And for them to have disappeared suddenly without any sort of explanation, it's a low blow.
Not cool, man.
A lot of
Not
Scott
cool.
Pilgrim references.
Sadly,
I
you
know.
can't find
Oh, there's
Cream Savers
orange.
anywhere. Not in brick and mortar stores like Walmart or Target, or even online.
I don't think
from
that's true.
sites like
You can still get
Amazon
'em.
or eBay. The good news, though, is that
Not
another
commonly.
company noticed the hole left in our hearts by Cream Savers and rushed in to fill the void. Campino yogurt fruit
No, that's not
candies
them.
are
Yeah,
made
no,
with
it was the
no
actual
fresh
Cream Savers.
yogurt and
Yeah.
have extremely positive reviews. While they're not exactly the OG Cream Savers, they're perfect for bringing back a taste from the past.
It's just like I remember.
Tap on that screen for
All right. Well, I will say I feel like I must have missed out on a lot of childhood because I
Apparently.
didn't know most of these.
Yeah, however, some of the ones that we didn't know, I think did come out like after
Yeah.
our time.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't have known them anyways,
It was like
but
the Wonka Peel-a-Pop. There were kids running around with iPhones. So
yeah,
I wonder if that was a resurgence from the
newer Wonka movie.
yeah Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Depp one. So I wonder if that was because of that.
That would make sense.
Yep.
But yeah. All right. Are there any snacks that were in this video that you had that you really miss? And are there any that you think should be on the list that weren't on there? I would love to know. Also, let us know your thoughts on the conspiracy theory about the Mars peanut butter scandal.
Something's not adding up.
Yeah, that one sounds weird to me. But as always, thank you so much for joining us. We absolutely love doing these videos. We're so glad that you're here and joining along with us. Please make sure that you like this video and drop those comments down below, and then subscribe so that you can see more of our content as we're going to continue releasing. Ignore him or don't. We're going to continue releasing reactions to YouTube videos, TV shows, and movies here on this channel. And as always, thanks for joining us for the good, the bad, and the gone.
Bye.
Bye.